Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So President Biden said weeks ago that a vaccine booster was needed. The FDA reversed course yesterday and moved to only suggest boosters for Americans over 65 and those with underlying conditions. Kind of confusing here. What's going on?
Well, basically what's going on is a demonstration that there's a sincere commitment by the governing organizations such as the CDC, the FDA, because what this advisory committee did was they put science before politics, they put it before money, the pharmaceutical companies, and what they did was they studied the raw data. And overwhelmingly, it was demonstrated by studying this data, fact-based, that individuals who've been vaccinated, overwhelmingly, they have a better chance of not becoming severely ill, ending up in the hospital, and or losing their life. So when they looked at this information, they looked at the risk versus the benefits. And basically, the benefits of getting vaccinated are there, but as far as the booster, the benefits are not as much. And also they noted that the risks are not yet well studied enough. I mean, there's the possibility of myocarditis. So they put a pause on saying everybody 16 or older needs to get vaccinated. And they looked at the vulnerable population, 65 and older, and those with compromised immune systems, and gave that recommendation. And it really makes me feel confident that this will increase the confidence of the scientific community.
Doctor, you may have already answered this question, but I want to reiterate, in your medical opinion, was this the right move?
Most definitely. I mean, I think back to medical school. We had to take that Hippocratic oath. One of the number one promises is first, do no harm. And what these researchers noted basically was the data is not there for the safety. We're talking about individuals that are 16 and older. It hasn't really been researched enough if they get that third shot. You know, what are the side effects? That research has not yet been done to a full enough extent to put people at risk. And I hope this can dispel a lot of those that are social media experts and people beating me up on Facebook for encouraging people to get vaccinated, because these scientists are very dedicated to obtaining that Hippocratic oath, do no harm, and making sure that safety is the number one concern in every decision that is made.
You bring up an interesting point, do no harm, whether it's political harm or not, simply do no harm. What's next? It seems that COVID is not going anywhere. Are we close to the realization that this is the new norm? Maybe an annual thing, kind of like the flu?
That's possible. But what we have to do, especially in the states such as our state of Mississippi, I mean, we're hard hit right now. We just got number one, and that's not a good thing. This is not a good number one, because we have the highest death rate from individuals that have contracted COVID-19. What we have to do is encourage as many people to get vaccinated as possible, but also continue to provide education, because a lot of people that are not getting vaccinated, a lot of people are angry with them. They're terrible, they're bad. But what I say is they're afraid because they don't know. So we just have to keep putting that information out there, keep encouraging, and just vaccinate as many people as possible so we can get as close to possible as getting through this pandemic.
Dr. Quinn, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Despite a surge in